Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to start looking at some of the brand new Hunter related content brought into the game through Haven Hive. Now Hunter has been put in the game quite a lot in terms of this update, from low to mid to high level. Now in this video, we're going to focus on the lower to mid level stuff and things like the brand new big game Hunter, and maybe some other bits we'll sort of do in another video because there really is that much Hunter content for us to go through. And the first thing we're going to look at is going to be Birdhouses, and then also we're going to have a little bit of a look at the Clockwork box traps as well. So the first thing we need to do just to get our head around this as well is to go and check what the price of Clockwork is, because Clockworks are going to be essential for the box trap as well as the Birdhouses as well. Now Birdhouses is a bit of content which has come over from old school, and it's one of those which is going to be a very passive way to go and train your Hunter XP. So essentially, to go and make a birdhouse, you need to go and buy a Clockwork, and then when you click craft, you then have the option to make Clockwork box traps as well as every tier of Birdhouse. Now for every 10 levels, you'll have a different tier of Birdhouse, but you also need the fletching of level 10 along with the crafting level. So the crafting level is going to go up every 10 levels, and fletching, you just need level 10 to be able to do this. So because I am 100 crafting and I am also 100 hunter, I can go and do the eternal birdhouses, but there will be sort of like levels for all of them as well. Now, to make the birdhouse, you only need the crafting and the fletching. To loot them, you will need the hunter level to do that as well. But what this is basically kind of like is almost like a herb runny kind of thing. So for every hour, you can go and loot your birdhouses and get the hunter XP as well as the loot from there as well. So it's a really good way to passively train hunter, but it also does sort of go in a little bit to it's another kind of daily or hourly that you're going to have to do as well. Now, something else they've added along with the ability to have these Clockwork box traps is the fact now that at different level intervals, you can then get more creatures at once. So at level 70, Clockwork box traps can catch up to 3 creatures at a time. And at level 89, the Clockwork box traps can no longer break. But also at level 95, you can catch up to 4 creatures at a time. And at level 105, you can catch up to 5. So probably just for this episode, we're going to go and do the birdhouses, and then we're going to go and do the black chinchompas as well. So black chinchompas have been brought into the game. Again, another thing which is kind of crossed over from 07. So we can go and try those out and see what they're like. But we'll go and get started with the birdhouse run. And then what I'll probably do is come back here just so we can stock back up on things like box trap and a couple of Clockworks to go and get started. But literally, to go and craft this, all you need to do is click on craft Clockwork. You will have the log for whatever tier you want to do. And then all you need to do is click craft. Now, once you have your birdhouses set up, you don't technically need any more Clockwork. Every time you loot your birdhouse, you get your Clockwork back. Now, to attract the birds, you do need some seeds. So again, this might actually make thieving master farmers decent profit for a little while, because again, you have player-owned farms, which is just drain the seeds out of the game. But also, this is going to be another method which people will require seeds for. Now, I'm going to go and use the lodestone to go and very quickly go over to Haven Hive. If you don't have this already and you've not done the quest, I have released a quest guide just to basically run through that first quest and give you the ability to get the lodestone. I'll put it in the corner of the video for you guys to go and check out. So this first bit of birdhouses, if you're not sure what birdhouses you can do, simply just click on the game guide. The game guide will break down what levels you need. I thought they would have had like a little drop table of what you can get in terms of birdhouses. Apparently not, but you know, we'll move from there. But birdhouses seem to be like every 10-ish levels. So 102 is the max you're going to need for eternal birdhouses. And then if we just work our way up, you'll see how much new content we've got in terms of Hunter. Hunter is loaded now. 91 is the level you're going to need for elder birdhouses. And then if we just have a quick look at where magic will sit, it'll give us a bit of a rough idea of where it's split up. But again, have a look through this because there are so many things to the game now. 81 is what you're going to need for birdhouses for magic. So I imagine you will be level 71 and it'd work that way around. But definitely go and have a look through the game guide, because again, there's some massive content which has come to the game and really, really beneficial, like overall to your hunter training, to have a nice little like mini thing to go and pick up on as well. Now, what they've done very, very well in terms of sort of Haven Hive and the Haven Hive map is they've mapped out all of the birdhouses for you to go. So if we have a quick look at the map here, anything with this symbol is going to be a birdhouse plot. As you can see from the map, about 9 birdhouses is pretty massive in terms of like what you can get. And obviously, depending on what tier of birdhouse you're going to have, will affect the amount of XP you're going to get as well. Now, for whatever reason, my laptop is having a bit of a problem with catching up with this brand new update. They have made some changes to the engines to try and make the game run a bit smoother. But as you can see here, all we can see is a little dead birdie in the front of a birdhouse. But if you click on the MTV Birdhouse, it's going to give me 1,200 XP for each one of those, which, don't get me wrong, is not a lot of XP. And really, birdhouses never are a lot of XP. It's more that you can do them consistently. So if we were to do consistently our 9 birdhouses, we can get over 10,000 XP per run. There is also a farming patch on Haven Hive as well, which is really nice. So you can tie in a herb run with doing your birdhouses as well. So it's basically a big loop you end up doing to go and get all of these birdhouses completed. And once you're sort of tuned in with it and you know where you're going, pretty much like a herb run, it can be quite speedy as well. Now, the one problem you're going to have with this is you're going to get quite a lot in terms of drops. Like, you're going to get a lot of bird meats because, again, you've gone in and hunted the poor little birdies. So because of that, you're going to probably want to have something like magic notepaper, or you're going to want to drop it onto the ground. Currently, this raw bird meat is 506 GP. As it currently stands, is kind of not worth it. So I'm just going to put it on my ability bar, because then it can be just an options drop when you hit the one on the spacebar, and it just means you can clean your vote out really, really easy. But as you can see, all of these are very close together. They're just one big loop. Just follow it a couple times, and then every time you're going to get your clockwork back, just take a couple of logs. It's 1 log per 1 birdhouse, and you're going to use 4 seeds to feed it. And that's pretty much in terms of the birdhouses. So the XP is going to vary. I think these will be very, very strong for lower levels. I think the more of a lower level thing than a high level thing. So because of that, if you're looking at training your hunter, this is kind of the area for you. It's really aimed at those lower level hunters. Quite a lot of spots as well. You've got the summoning spots where you can go and hunt some charms. You have the brand new antelope creature as well, which we're going to go and check out at some point, which again is going to be aimed at lower levels. And they've just done some tweaks for lower level hunter as well. So a lot of things aimed towards the hunter side, which should really help you. And these birdhouses are going to help a lot of early level accounts level up their hunter quite a lot. And the summoning spot we'll go and check out at a different time. And the high level stuff, again, we're going to do that in another video. I just wanted to show you guys these birdhouses because they are very, very good. And again, if you're not sure where they are, just use the map. They have sort of dotted them out very, very good. They all have the same birdhouse symbol as well. So if you're looking for them, just check this symbol and you'll be able to have it as well. But they've sort of pathed them out into a point where they're just one big loop. So if you just follow the loop round, you'll just go and pick them up as you go along as well. But really nice update. Again, they're not going to be the best XP in the world, but if you're going to do something and spend like a couple of minutes just doing this as a quick run, it's something which over time can build up. Like, the birdhouses on 07 aren't massive XP, but it's one of those where if you do it consistently enough, it will be passive hunter XP, which should make very, very good GP over time as well. Now, in terms of drops, you're going to get things like tree nests, which probably aren't going to be the best set of GP. I think like the stone spirits, or the wood spirits, should I say, are probably going to be better cash in terms of what's going to give you money for doing them. But again, it's kind of very easy passive XP along with a little bit of loot as well. However, that is birdhouses. Again, check what levels you can do in terms of your hunter level. The path is pretty much one big loop, so go and try it out, go and see what you think. It's definitely something I'll try and do more on the hogger rather than the main account. The main account kind of doesn't need to do this. It's probably going to do big game hunter, but the hogger, especially because its hunter is so low, can definitely benefit quite a lot just from doing this kind of money making method or training method as well. So that is going to be birdhouses in terms of this. Again, very minimal update, but still a very good one as well. The item we're going to go and have a look at is going to be these Clockwork box traps. Now, the first thing I like about these is that they are stackable, so you can have a pretty decent amount in your invo, which kind of lets me believe that you would get a lot of them break. Now, we have a level where they're not going to break anymore, but if you are a lower level, I have imagining sort of these will break quite a bit, but they're currently 8,000 coins, which is nice because a box trap, for whatever reason on the Grand Exchange, is currently valued at like 3.2k, and the Clockwork itself is also 9,000 coins, which is absolutely wild. Now, we're going to go and check out Black Chins, and to do Black Chins, you're going to need level 73 Hunter to do this. And the Black Chins are just going to go and be in the northeast corner of Haven Hive. They're going to be, I believe here, yes, Hollow Hill is where we're going to currently go. So we're going to go and rattle off over there. I'm not going to make you guys watch me go there, so we'll get there and then we'll report back in. What I'm going to do is just give it like a rough 15-ish minutes of Hunter. See how this goes, because I'm interested to see how the Clockwork traps are going to work, whether they're just going to automatically loot or what. And also we can go through things like XP and stuff like that, and we can sell some Black Chins on the Grand Exchange just to see if they're going to be worth anything, because the kind of chin emphasis and the chin way of using or training in 07, chins are so beneficial to train because they hit multiple targets and you get a massive bump up in XP, whereas in RS3 you kind of don't really get the benefits. of using the chins, because you can just have multiple attacking abilities as well. But we're going to go there, and I'm going to go and catch a couple for about 10-15 minutes, and I'll let you guys know what we're like in terms of XP, and then we'll break down how good they are. Right, so just looted that first one there, and we got a total of 5 black chinchompas from it. So it's almost like they've reset and they can catch like more and more. So that's very strange. You just got 6 from that one. So maybe these can store up to a certain amount of chins per go. So if we just like have an investigate, no, never mind. So as you see here, we are catching chins, and then they almost reset straight away, which basically means that we could have a couple of catches stored in each box trap, and they'll just reset and reset and reset. This is great. Like 19 chins so far. It's crazy. Obviously, we've got the benefit of having the boost. I've got the trapper's outfit as well, which is Hans mentioned that the trapper outfit has got the ability to make these quicker. But yeah, that is crazy how good this seems. So I'm just going to kind of like work out what we're doing, just so I've got something to keep a bit of an eye on time. Let's just hit a random aura just so we've got a bit of a timer. I'll take it to 50 minutes because I think I've had a little bit of time doing this now. I'm going to try and catch up with all these, so I'm just going to try and power hunt now, and I'll report back very, very soon where we're currently sat in terms of chins, but we're going to start after 45. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because it makes maths nice and easy, but in 6 minutes, we have gotten 212 black chinchompas, which kind of puts the rate at like over 2,000 chinchompas per hour, which is absolutely crazy. Now, don't get me wrong, this is because I have the benefit of having the biggest multiplier for it as well. But what I would say, these mechanized box traps are very, very nice. Now, what this kind of does is when you had a box trap before and you'd caught a chinchompa, that box trap was essentially out of the picture, because until you looted it, it can't hunt anymore because the chinchompa is basically taking it up. With these clockwork ones, they reset, which gives you another chance to go and catch chinchompas while you're messing around with the other traps, which basically means you're hunting so much more efficiently and so much more of the time as well, which just makes it better for you to go and hunt as well. Now, in that 6-ish minutes, we got roughly about 18,000 XP, which is actually really good as well. If you times that by 10, 180k hunter XP for a level 73 hunter method is very, very solid. Now, the reason why I wanted to go and test is that because I also want to go test the price out of chins as well. Now, the grand exchange price is going to come in. It's a price of 500 GP each, and we need to see if that's going to be the price to go and sell for. Because again, I really think the market might be limited for these, but I could be proved wrong. If these return into mechanized chinchompas, you could possibly make even more, and it could be a decent price as well. But because these are a fresh item, because they're brand new, you could always make more money with it being day release as well. And I don't think too many people have gone straight to hunt the black chinchompas off the bat as well, because there are so many things on day of release in Haven Hive which are going to be probably better money, that these could have just been sort of missed off completely as well. So they're going to sell for a price of 969 GP each. Isn't actually that bad. That's going to be roughly about 2 mil profit every hour while being about 180k hunter XP. The level 73 hunter really isn't that bad. Obviously at level 73, I doubt you're going to get that kind of GP because you're not going to get the multiple catches. You're probably going to have struggle with these clockwork traps. The fact that they can break and you have a level for when they stop breaking means that after that kind of stop breaking level, that's going to be the level you're really going to want to go and do box trap hunting. But really nice to see that it's something which is just slotted in quite a barren set of levels. Really around 70, the only thing you've kind of got is the common Jadinkus, which I think these box trap black chinchompas might be better than, and probably be better cash, because again, the common ones you do struggle. It's only when you get to the high levels you're going to make a little bit more money as well. But it's nice for the thinking of new ideas, especially for Hunter. This has only been like a small fraction of the updates which Hunter's brought in. Obviously, we've got all the big game Hunter stuff, which I'll tie all that in one video. We do have some moths, and I want to find out what the moths are going to bring before we go and do that as well. But we also have some lower level Hunter where we're going to do the antelope as well as the charming moths as well. I'll do the charming moths and the antelopes in one video, and then we'll do big game Hunter in one as well. But plenty of content for Haven Hive coming out over the week, and Grabberhog's going to jump into the content as well and try and find that out. Really hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know things you want me to cover first. Anything which is like a preference or people want me to do first, I'll do. We will be doing some more quest guides as well. I've just done the Sanguine Heart quest on the main account. It annoyed me, so that's why we're doing this video instead of that video, because that quest guide just needs me to have about 12 hours just to think it through, just so I can plan it out properly. However, that is going to wrap up something. Brand new content which is coming to the game. Again, pretty nice, fills gaps, and I do think like they'll be beneficial in times. I do think that the Birdhouses could have a little bit of a bump up in XP, especially like when you get to 102 Hunter. The Eternal Magical ones only giving 1.2k XP at 102 Hunter. Maybe that could be slightly better, but we'll see how it goes. However, I'm going to wrap the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.